Okay, welcome everyone. We are going to use a bench or a box or a chair or anything that will support your weight to step up on and balance on eventually. I've got a set of 12s, and then I'm also going to use my 44-pound kettlebell. So let's go ahead and warm up. So we're going to be getting into those legs, so we'll get warmed up there to start. So just kind of take a wide base of support and stretch forward for me. Check in with your neck, your back, your hips, your legs. Kind of shift side to side. Bend into one knee and then the other. I cannot believe that this is our last few days. These are our last few days for the winter session, that it's officially almost spring. All right, see if you can go ahead and hunker all the way down into a low squat. If you need, still kind of hinging side to side. So drop one heel and then the other. So we are almost done. We're on day 57 out of 60 for our winter session. Time is flying. All right, drop those heels down and see if you can kind of get your elbows in between the knees. This is a good, healthy position to hit up every once in a while. So if you have more time here and there, try to hit it. All right, plant those hands. We're going to push the hips all the way up. If you're not able to plant the hands on the ground, no worries. Just let your upper body come up wherever it needs, but get the legs nice and straight. All right, and then drop all the way back down. Inhale here, exhale, push up. Inhale to drop, exhale, push. Two more. Inhale, drop, exhale, push. Last one. Inhale, drop, and exhale, push up. All right. If you have that bench or box available, we're going to go ahead and use it. A little bit of a stretch out here. So set your right leg up on the box. Make sure that the left foot is really set underneath the hips. You have good stable positioning and alignment. All right, and just pull the toe up, inhale back, and exhale forward. So just a few little hamstring stretches. Let's say 5. Here's 2. Hinge from those hip creases. Reach the chest forward. 3, 4. Last one here. 5. Come up to standing. Put your arms out straight, and you're going to just twist over that leg from that mid back. Grab through the core. Just get some rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bend into that leg real quick up on the box. The back hip flexor stretched real quick. And then we'll go to the other side. Set your right foot. Left leg comes up, square off the hips. Exhale, pull the chest forward. Inhale, lift up. So we're actually not going to be worrying about doing any jumping today. Just going to be stepping up on our box. So we'll have one leg on the box, and then we'll be pushing up into it with the other. 10 on each side. Then we're going to flip around and hit up a balance lunge. So your back foot, okay, bring your arms out and twist. Your back foot will be on the box, and then you're going to be lunging into your front leg. And we're going to do 10 each side on those, still with weights. And then bend into that front leg. And then we're going to get rid of the box at least for a second. And that's when we're going to hit up our heavier squats, just 10 squats. And then we're going to do a glute bridge, but we're going to use that box to put our feet up on it. So it's going to be an elevated glute bridge. And then we're going to finish the round out with a plank. If you don't plank, then I'm going to have you do a either a boat or a dead bug. So a boat would look like this. Bring your shins parallel to the ground, arms here extended, or your dead bug, you can flex in nice and deep and extend opposite arm and leg all the way out. All right. So not a ton of exercises, which means it's going to add up. I always like how those sets add up, get me burning nice and deep. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Depending on how warm you feel, you can start body weight. You can stay body weight. But, you know, we are on day 57, so we're here to push. Slide those shoulders back and down. Lift the chest. Keep that core going strong. Plant your entire foot on the box. So sometimes I see a heel dropping off, but we want to get that full foot on the box, and then you're just going to power through, driving through that top leg on the box all the way to the top. If you don't have access to a box, then you can always just do a weighted lunge on the ground or a single leg deadlift. 6. And even if you don't have a tall box, a small little ledge is still something, still good. 9 and 10. Okay, then we're going to switch to the other side. Drive up. Drive to that heel. Trying to keep those hips leveled off. Focus more on driving through the top leg as opposed to pushing off that lower foot. 7. Chest tall, core strong. 9 and 10. All right, I'm sure I've said it before, these big box days, always I get motivated by thinking about summiting a mountain somewhere. So when it is tough driving up that mountain, I can keep pushing through my box steps. All right, so here we're in that balance lunge. As you saw, I already had to get balanced. So one leg back, one leg forward, drop straight down over that front heel. See how low you can go, and you need a pretty long lunge here. Here's 5. Square off that hip. So pulling the back hip forward, front hip back. You want to try to find that underneath side of the leg. One more. Ooh. All right, then switch it up. Getting up there is sometimes the toughest part. Square off those hips. Use the core. Find that balance. You got to stay flexed in. That's going to help you from toppling over, hopefully. Drop your range. Find what's pushing you a little deeper. Grab that belly button, pull it up and in. 8, 9, and 10. All right, now we just have squats. Oh, twisting my box here. Squats and deadlifts. Finding that heavier weight, hopefully. Now bring it up into the chest. If you need to keep it low, that's fine. Drop as low as you can. Drive it up. Not too fast here, not too slow. But we want to feel the weight on those legs. Where's that core? Keep it going strong. 8. Super tall, flat back. Make sure you're not rounding over the squat. And done. All right, a couple little body weight sets. So we'll hit up our glute bridge. You can do it on the ground, hold on the ground, or try doing it on the wall or your box. All right, so set up, it gives you a lot more height that you can get into that glute bridge. Here's 1, flex into the hamstrings and glutes. 2, 3, get those hip flexors super open at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. My legs are shaking. Okay, whether you're going to hold boat or hit a dead bug or a plank, I'm going to go 1 minute, and then we're back to the top. Ready, set, and go. Just a front plank. Set everything in. See if you can just parallel lines with those forearms, pulling the shoulder heads forward just a bit so that they're past your elbow crease. Push into the elbows, pull the elbows back toward toes. Focus on what you're feeling. Drive into those forearms. Feel a little lift in your hips, and then flex through the glutes, flex through that core, of course. Grab it all. Scan the body. Breathe deep. 20 seconds left. Pull those elbows back toward toes. You're trying to find how to get the most amount of work here. And time. All right, grab a little stretch and then come up for set 2. Feeling good. I think we can get some good rounds done here. All right, we're going to do our box step. Plant your one foot. Stand nice and tall. Make sure that your weights are just hanging, right? So you're not swinging them to help you, get up. Definitely helps if you swing. 5. Power through that heel that's on the box. Dig into that leg grab, that strength pushing there. 9. 10. Switch it up. Here we go. Line that knee with the toe. 3. Find that core. Super strong. 8. 9. Leveled off hips. 10. Okay. Turning it around. One leg back. One leg forward. Make sure that you have a long enough lunge so that you can get that knee right on top of the ankle so it's not extending over the toes. That's it. Looking good. Feel that heat. 8, 9, 10. All right, other side. Tall chest. Square off those hips. That back hip pulls forward. Front hip pulls back. Feel that range. Fight for depth. Make your body have to work. Lifted chest. You are leaning over the leg, but make sure that back is long and strong. 2 more. Last one. What is that? All right, hitting up squats or weighted squats. Set up your stance. When you get your weight, already start strong stance, strong core. 2. Sit that butt back. 5. Feel like you're screwing your heels into the ground. 9 and 10. All right, back to those glute bridges on the box. Here we go. Set up your positioning. Make sure you can get those hips nice and high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check in with those legs. Keep your quads as parallel as possible. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Hitting up your plank or your variation. Ready, set, and go. It's a nice quick set. Didn't take too long. Just under 5 minutes. Means we got a couple left. Good sign. Scan the body. Feel that push through those forearms. Hunker your tailbone under. But focus that flex in your rib cage and in the core. Halfway there. If you're in that boat, keep flexing, focusing on that core tuck. If you're in your dead bug, really smash that low back into the ground. 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop those knees, hinge back. Here we go. Set 3. Doing awesome. Setting up for that box step. Tall chest. Grab to the core. Put your foot all the way on the box. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Notice how using that glute and flexing the core really help with that step. Makes you feel more powerful, more in control, like you can make it happen, especially as we fatigue. 9, 10. Switching it up, other side. 1, 2, 3. Be in control of that drop. You're still using that leg that's on the box to control the drop. 9, 10. All right, switching it up. One leg forward, one leg back on that box. Bring the body up, square off those hips, lunge low. 2, 3. My brain is going to my hamstring and glute that's pushing from the floor. Checking in with my back, checking in with my core. Get lots of hip hinge in that front leg. 3 to go. That'll get that drive through the butt and the hamstring. This is bothering me. It's shaking. All right, other leg. Find that balance. Here we go. 2, 3. Square off those hips. 8. Get nice and low. Feel that thigh flex. Get you to the top. All right. Whew. Squats. Get your stance set. Be strong. Get it up. Here we go. Super far. Nice low squat. But wherever you feel those glutes. So as I had to build core strength and even flexibility, my calves and ankles, I had to stay higher to be able to get the butt back. So you find that range where your butt's doing the work. 3 to go. So range isn't exactly our goal. It's more getting that push through the booty. Okay, back down on the ground. Hit up your elevated glute bridge. Get your set. Then we'll count this 1-1. See if you can get those hip flexors all the way open at the top. 4, 5, 6, 8. Drive, drive, drive. 10, hold a split second, and drop. Okay, plank, dead bug, or boat. Ready, set, go. Tuck under. Don't let your plank become easy. Don't find ways to cheat through it. Keep that burn through the abdomen. Let your breath settle here. Focus on your plank, flex into it. Building strength and a strong foundation through that core. Help keep us from getting injured. Keep that low back happy. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a little stretch. We have time for one last set. I am so excited. I'm sure you are too. Had a few 2-set days recently, so about time to get 4 sets. Okie doke. We're hitting up that box step. Set your foot and step. 1, 2. Last set, make it the best set. Drive through that heel. 1 more. 10. Check in. Notice what you're feeling. That underneath side. I also can feel that support from the adductors, that inner thigh. It's helping to pull or keep my knee in alignment over those toes so my knee's not falling in. 7, 8. 10. That box feels like it's getting higher. Okay, set up your balance lunge. Find that balance. Here we go. 1, 2. Get it deep. 8, 9, 10. Other side. Here we go. 1. Bracing that back, bracing that core. Press through that heel. 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right. Getting into those squats. Bring your weight up. Find your range. Find the glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel like you're screwing those heels into the ground. 8, 9, 10. All right. Last go here. That elevated glute bridge. Keep those legs shaking. 1, 2, 3, 5. Really focus those glutes. But keep your core flexed. Last one. 10. Okay. Hit up your plank, boat, dead bug. Go. Find that flex. Hunkering deep. It's nice being off those legs. Really find that traction. Sometimes it's tough for me to force myself to push into elbows and pull them back. That's where you're going to keep that plank in the belly. Don't forget, your body's going to try to find compensations. It's smart. It wants to make it easier. We have to make it tougher in these sets. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, hinge back. Hunker all the way back on your thighs. Kind of rock side to side a bit. Feel those hips settle in. As you rotate, you can kind of feel inner thighs grab, hip flexors grab. Perfect. All right, we're going to hit up a quick pigeon first, and then we're going to flip around and use our box for some more stretching. So just pull one leg forward, cross it across top of your mat. Try to walk that back foot back so that the knee is as far as you can get it for your preference for how flexible you are. But then square off those hips again. Those hips, stinging hips, are always squared off. Sometimes it's fun to have a lot of different exercises coming up, but I think I always really like just super simple 4 to 5 exercises. You just burn out. Okay, push up, switch to the other side. Same thing, squaring off that pelvis. So if your right leg is back, you're going to need to pull that right hip down. It's going to want to be popping up. If you're not able to get your thigh all the way on the ground without getting a big twist, then maybe you're up here, your butt up off the ground. That's fine, but pull that right hip forward. Still feel a stretch. That's what we're here for. Okay, come on up. We're going to use that box to finish out, kind of like we started from the beginning, but instead of moving with our stretches, we're going to hold it. So make sure left foot planted right underneath that hip. Bring the right leg up. Lift tall, find those hip creases, right? So pull that hip back and then start reaching your chest toward the toe. Pushing the back of the knee down. If you can reach for the box, great. You don't have to. use your breath through the stretch. So A, we want to send the oxygenated blood to what we're stretching, but B, it can kind of give you a little more range. So if you inhale, lift a little, feel that back lengthen, exhale, and then you reach a little further forward. Inhale, lift, exhale, reach. Okay, plant your foot flat on top of the box, and then hinge forward. Trying again, square off those hips. Let that back hip drop down, feel that hip flexor there. A little bit in that inner thigh, low back. All right, and then we're gonna switch it up. So plant your right foot, get it set right underneath that hip. Left heel comes up, square off the hips, flat back, reach that chest toward your toe. Again, those squared off hips. Work with your breath. Inhale up, exhale, pull forward. Inhale, lift, exhale, pull. And then flatten your foot on the box. You'll need to hop that back foot back. Get that little lunge here. If you struggle with SI joint pain, so kind of low back, top of the buttocks, that's your SI, sacroiliac joint area. Things like this are extremely helpful. So you can use your bed, your box, a chair, anything to kind of elevate that front hip and that front foot can help. Okay, we'll back off, get our forward fold, find your hip creases, push those hips back, get your back flat, reach forward over those legs. Take 2 more deep breaths. Remember how beneficial it is to think back over your session, your workout, what was tough, what was easy, where can you notice that you're getting stronger, rise all the way to the top. Check in, take note, and we'll keep it going.